you guys got to make empowering movies like we do, like Freddie Got Fingered. Anyway, Stanley Tookie Williams is up for a Nobel Peace Prize. Here's his story, for those that don't know.
It is Stanley Williams' work with these children that prompted a member of the Swiss parliament to nominate him for a Nobel Peace Prize, placing him in the company of people like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., the Dalai Lama, and Mother Teresa. This is a man who has been convicted of 4 murders. There's no question about the founding of the Crips, the violence and life of mayhem. I don't understand how you then nominate someone like that for the Nobel Peace Prize.
Oh, I wish they'd show that Swiss guy.
You know what? I agree. If he can get it, then the guys from Scared Straight should be able to get it.
That's true.
And why they have Ed Bradley asking that question?
Oh, I don't know. What do you think?
I think it's a conspiracy.
And if it was a white guy asking the question, oh, I can't have a brother.
It's racist. You can't win.
Now, let me ask you this.
Now you know how we feel when we go to court.
Go ahead. Now, what do you know?
I grew up in L.A. and everybody knew the story about Tookie. I think that the cat was a very young cat when he went to jail. And he's been in jail for a very long time. I mean, since I was growing up in L.A. And I think that what happens to people is inside or outside is that they go through a lot of changes. I mean, the way you start out in life ain't the way that you end up. And I think that you got to allow that a guy is different than he was.
But don't you think that if you're going to give out a Nobel Peace Prize to somebody, shouldn't it be somebody who's not famous for killing people, who did the same things he's done?
We're not famous for killing people.
Wait.
He's famous for starting the Crips, but he
Here's
killed
the
you.
problem. He didn't nominate himself. See, foreign people always try to do something to embarrass America. That Swiss dude nominated him, thought it was going to make us look bad, but it really got flipped on him because the books was really good.
No. First of all, the bottom line is this. You can make... This is not about... What I'm trying to say is that when we live in a culture, and this is not just a black... When you live in a culture where somebody's romantic because he's in jail or whipped up, and he's changed his ways, that shouldn't get the person that just lives on the block, does this... It's like Bronx Tale. In Bronx Tale, I remember my favorite line was De Niro going to his son. He's not the tough guy. I get up for work every morning at 7. I'm the tough guy. That's what you get Nobel Prizes, not people like change.
You have a good point. You have a good point. You have a really good point, but there's a lot of Crips in New York right now, and you keep talking. And
no, there's Bloods in New York.
You're going to be...
I got some of them too. What's going on?
No, but
Crips where?
Don't listen to how it sounds.
It's a scary place.
What's up?
Colin.
Yo, the Crabs. What's up? Who you claim?
You know what? Whoa.
What they're trying to say is that it's all the same. They don't see Martin Luther King as being any different than this Crip leader. He led a whole bunch of black people and they march and they stay outside for a long time and sell drugs or they march and they do something outside. They don't have the mentality to see that there's a difference. Well,
I think the whole world celebrates violent people more than they celebrate normal.
You know what's funny? What is funny is that as a society, we only forgive the people that we deem it is appropriate to. And whether people like this or not, we have a president right now who was an alcoholic, and now he's the president of the United States. But nobody ever wants to say they'll allow him to make that kind of change, but they won't allow anyone else to do it.
All he did was drunk drive. That's all he did.
He didn't shoot 4 storekeepers like Tookie.
Let me tell you something.
You can say this.
He shot the Koreans on set. I know he did.
Now, Rush Limbaugh, when he's a drug addict, everybody feels, he has a problem. The bottom line is everybody has their sins, and
but there's degrees of sin.
No, only some people that are judging them.
Hold on.
Murder is different from drunk driving.
Wait a minute. White women kill their kids. White women kill their kids, and white women kill their kids and get a movie on Lifetime.
Right.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yes. That's what happens.
What Susan Smith did, it happened.
What?
Susan Smith killed the kids.
And blame it on black people.
So you act like she was starring in the movie. She was a producer. She's in jail, ain't she?
That's right.
What I'm saying
is
this.
Look at Martha Stewart. Messing up the stock market, and look at her.
Yo, they're going to let her go.
I don't think she would.
She's going to teach black women how to run a hustle. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. If I was Martha Stewart and somebody called me up and said, get out, I would have got out too.
That's it.
Yes, everybody would have did that. Well, you're supposed to prove that you're a great American by losing your money? Is that insane?
Yeah, exactly.
People are idiots. What I don't agree with is that everybody always sits in judgment of somebody else because they always believe it ain't going to be them in that situation. You don't ever, so I can agree that what she did was wrong. She lied to the police, which I was trained to do. Dig it.
If you don't judge people, then there's no right or wrong.
No, but there's very much what's right or wrong.
Judge people.
I'm not saying
It's human.
I'm not saying that you should judge people. What I'm saying is that you should allow whatever if justice were truly blind, and we didn't put every factor in all kinds of experiences that he came from this and he did this and he did that. If that bitch was really sitting up there with a blindfold on and not counting all the other stuff, then it would
blind,
be fair.
but she can hear real good. She hear the nigga in the voice. She knows.
Yeah, she is Tookie. Go, yo, run that register.
I don't think he should be free.
Yo, run your pockets.
I don't think he should be free, but I think he.
I hope he robs that Swiss guy when he gives him the Nobel Prize. We'll be right back.